You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Okay. So with this quote, we will begin with a topic called as a phytosomes. So the structure of the phytosome is there. So this is one example of the this phytosome which is available in the market. And here you can see the structure. Okay, so lipid membrane is there, drug molecule is there, and you will see the complex here. So this phytophospholipid complex is generally considered as a phytosomes, and why that is important we are going to study in this session. So these are the few phytosomes which are available online. So around 100 mg to 200 mg, in between that, costing around 4,101 or rupees 1,111. So different brands are available in the market, and different types of the phytosomes are available. Now, this is a natural drug technology related subject. So we will discuss only phytosomes that are from the this herbal origin. Okay. So different types of the phytosomes are available. Products are available in the market. So there is a question that is a what is a phytosome. So we will study in this lecture, that is what is a phytosome, how the phytosomes are prepared, then what is the difference between phytosomes and the liposomes, then we will study the advantages, then the properties, then we will discuss applications of the phytosome. So let us start with the phytosome. So the term phyto, the phytos means plant, while some, okay, some it is means cell like structure. Okay, so phytosome, that means plant and cell like structures are called as a phytosomes. Now this is an advanced form of the herbal formulation which contain bioactive phytoconstituents of herbal extract surrounds and bounds by a lipid. Okay, so this is a simple type of the formulation where the bioactive phytoconstituent. Now the bioactive, that means the compound which is having a biological activity or different therapeutic activity. So this bioactive phytoconstituents of the herb extract surrounds and bounds by a lipid. So in previous figure, we have seen that lipid heads are there, and inside that there is a binding of the bioactive phytoconstituents are there. Okay, so that term is generally considered as a phytosome. And most of the bioactive constituent of phytosomes are water soluble compounds like the flavonoids and the glycosides. So water soluble compounds like flavonoids and glycosides are there that are converted into the phytosome novel drug delivery system. Now because of the water soluble herbal extract and lipophilic outer layer, phytosome shows better absorption, as a result produce better bioavailability and action than the conventional herbal extract containing the dosage form. So here we studied about the external membrane, that is a lipid uh, polar lipid head, and these are phytosome have a chemical bonding and get incorporated inside that lipophilic membrane. So both water soluble herbal extract are there and lipophilic outer layer are showing a better absorption, because both, that is lipophilicity and the hydrophilicity is there, and because of that it will enhance a better bioavailability and action than the conventional herbal drug extracts. So because of the lipophilicity and because of the water solubility, it shows a better bioavailability. Now here you can see the triangle represents water soluble drug. Look at the diagram which is there. So triangle representing a water soluble free drug, while this circle, empty circle, represent phosphatidyl choline, and this triangle inside the phosphatidyl choline represent phospholipid drug complex, and these structures are considered as a phytosomes. While here you can see liposomes are inside the central cavity. So that is a major difference. Phytosomes are due to chemical bonding going inside the these circular bodies, while liposomes are crossing this membrane and going inside the cell cavities. Okay, so these are the major differences between liposome and phytosome. So the phytosome, these are far better than the conventional dosage forms. Now let us look at the phospholipids, this method of preparation of phytosome. So the phospholipids are taken, then those are dissolved in the organic solvent containing the drug extract. So phospholipid first dissolve in the organic solvent containing drug extract. So first drug extract and organic solvent containing mixture, to that add phospholipid. Now this solution of phospholipid in organic solvent, okay, with a drug and extract. So this will form a solution. Okay, so first take a phospholipids, then add organic solvent containing drug extract. So it will form a solution and allow it to dry for particular minutes, and then there will be a formation of thin film, and then allow hydration. So it will lead to a formation of the phytosomal suspension. So this is a method of preparation. So simple method is there, like take a phospholipid, add organic solvent containing extract. You will get the solution of phospholipid with the solvent and drug extract. Allow it to dry because it is an organic solvent. Then formation of thin film takes place because of the evaporation of the liquid, or we can say organic solvent. Allow it to hydrate, and then a formation of the phytosomal suspension. Okay, so this is a method of preparation of the phytosome. So phospholipid, then drug extract, then drying, then hydration, and then formation of the phytosomal suspension. This is the method for preparation of the phytosomes. Then let us look at the difference between phytosomes and the liposome. So the phospholipid flavonoid complex is shown with this type of the diagram. So this is a phytosome, while liposome phospholipid are empty, while the flavonoids are inside the cavity. Okay, so that is the major difference. We will see in detail the differentiating character between the liposomes and the phytosome. So let us study that. So we know that a phosphatidyl choline and the plant components actually form a 1:1 or 2:1 molecular complex depending on the substance complexes. So phosphatidyl choline and the plant components form 1:1 or a 2:1 molecular complex, while liposome is formed by mixing a water soluble substance with a phosphatidyl choline in definite ratio under a specific condition. So here the concentration is 1:1 or 2:1, while it is a definite ratio and under specific conditions are required. Then phytosome involves chemical bonds. While no chemical bonds are formed, the phosphatidyl choline molecule surrounds the water soluble substance. So we have seen that in that diagram, previous diagram, phytosome and that we can say herbal drug or extract and phosphatidyl choline showing a chemical reaction. Chemical bonds are formed, and that is why those flavonoids get embedded at the top head of the that lipid bilayer membrane. While in case of the liposome, no chemical bonding is formed. Therefore, directly molecules of the herbal drug get inside that cavity. Phytosomes are showing much better absorption than the liposome, and because of that showing better bioavailability. So the reason behind that is involvement of the chemical bonding, and bioavailability of the liposome is less than the phytosome. Okay, so these are the major difference. The major difference is that there is a formation of a chemical bonding inside the phytosome, which is not there in the liposome, while the phosphatidylcholine and we can say herbal extract, the concentration uh, is 1:1 or the 2:1, while in liposome, no, actually the specific or definite ratio is taken. Again, this is for your understanding. So liposomes are there. That is a water soluble free drug is inside the cavity, and phosphatidylcholine is there. While the phytosome, the complex drug complex is formed. So phosphatidylcholine and the drug. That is a major structural difference between the liposome and phytosome. Now, the advantages of phytosome, let us study. So it enhances the absorption of lipid insoluble polar phytoconstituents through oral as well as topical route, showing better bioavailability, hence significantly greater therapeutic benefit. Then, as absorption of active constituent is improved, is dose requirement is also reduced. So minimum dose is required in case of the phytosomes. Then phosphatidylcholine used in the preparation of phytosome, beside acting as a carrier, it also acts as a hepatoprotective, and hence synergistic effect is seen when hepatoprotective substances are employed. So phosphatidylcholine itself acts as a hepatoprotective. So when hepatoprotective drugs are used for the hepatoprotective action, the synergistic effect is observed. For example, phosphatidylcholine is already hepatoprotective, and if you prepare the phytosome of the herbal drug having a liver protective or hepatoprotective activity, the synergistic effect of the drug is there. Okay, so this is advantage of the phytosome. Then chemical bonds are formed between phosphatidylcholine molecule and phytoconstituent, so the phytosomes show better stability profile. Then nutritional benefit of the phospholipid can be seen. It is one of the advantage, and it assures proper delivery of the drug to the respective tissues. These phytosomes are showing a better stability, better absorption, better solubility, and better bioavailability. And apart from that, it is showing additional nutritional benefits. Okay, so it assures a proper delivery of the drug to the respective tissues. Now, let us study the properties of the phytosome. So, chemical properties. Let us start with the properties of the phytosome. So, chemical properties, phytosome is complex between a natural product and a natural phospholipids. Then the phytosome complex is obtained by reaction of suitable amount of phospholipid and the substrate in an appropriate solvent such as a glycerol. And the main phospholipid substrate interaction is due to the formation of hydrogen bonds. between the polar head of the phospholipids, that is a phosphate and ammonium groups, and the polar functionalities of the substrate. And when treated with the water, phytosome assumes a micellar shape, forming liposomal like structure. Okay. So these are the chemical properties. Biological properties. Phytosomes are advanced form of the herbal product that are better absorbed, utilized, and as a result produce better result than the conventional herbal extract. Then phytosomes are lipophilic substances with definite melting point, freely soluble in non-polar solvents and moderately soluble in fats. This can be included in chemical properties like it is with a definite melting point, freely soluble in non-polar solvents and moderately soluble in fat. So freely soluble in non-polar and moderately soluble in the fats with a definite melting points. Phytosome can accommodate the active principle that is anchored to the polar head of phospholipids, which finally becomes an integral part of the membrane. And the increased bioavailability of the phytosome over non-complex botanical derivative has been demonstrated by pharmacokinetic studies or by pharmacodynamic tests in experimental animals and in the human subject. Now, the last part of the phytosome discussion is the application of the phytosome. Now, the method of the preparation is very simple. It requires a smaller amount of the even drug excipients and the drug. So it is reducing the cost. But the if you see online, the cost is higher. Uh, 100 mg to 150 mg is costing around 1000 to 5000 depending upon the drug. So let us discuss few applications of the phytosome. So first is silimarin phytosome. Now silimarin phytosome, it is available in a drug called as a Silybum marianum, and it contains a liver protectant flavonoids. Okay, so this silimarin is obtained from the Silybum marianum. It is called as a milk thistle, and the fruit of milk thistle plant contains flavonoid known for the hepatoprotective effect. So it is a popular and very widely used type of the phytosome, milk thistle, uh, having hepatoprotective effect. And silimarin have shown to have positive effects in treating liver diseases of various kinds, including hepatitis, cirrhosis, fatty infiltration of the liver. Okay, so that is about the silimarin phytosome. This milk thistle, it is used for a preparation of the red tape, official red tape. Okay, in Marathi it is called as a kardai. uh, Milk thistle, the thorns are there, and official red tape, normally लाल फितीच्या फाईल असं त्याला म्हणलं जातं. So red tape, it is obtained, this dye is obtained from this plant called as a milk thistle. त्याला मराठीत करडई असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि त्यापासून फ्लेवोनाइड्स ऑप्टेन करतात. आणि आपल्याला माहित आहे फ्लेवोनाइड्स, दीज आर द plant pigments available in the color form. So the official red color of India, आपण म्हणतो की ती फाईल लाल फितीची फाईल आहे, ठीक आहे. तर that official red is from this this milk thistle plant, and the phytosomes are prepared. Milk thistle phytosome, it consists of the silimarin phytosome. Okay, you can see there it on the label it has shown enhanced absorption. Okay, and here it is shown a guaranteed potency, but this is used as a dietary supplement. Okay. Then the second application, that is the phytosomes of the grape seed. It is available in the capsule form. So the phytosomes are converted in the capsule form. So double strength 100 mg grape seed is there for the healthy aging. So it consists of the oligomeric polyphenols of the varying molecular size complex with the phospholipid, and the main properties of flavonoid of grapeseed are an increase in the total antioxidant capacity, stimulation of the physiological defenses of the plasma. Okay. Now this is important because whenever the term flavonoid is there, it is always having an antioxidant capacity, and therefore the phytosomes of the grape seed, it is also showing antioxidant capacity. Then phytosomes of the green tea. Green tea is characterized by presence of a polyphenolic compound epigallocatechin 3O gallate as the key component, and these compounds are potent modulators of several biochemical processes linked to the breakdown of homeostasis in a major chronic degenerative diseases such as cancer and the atherosclerosis. And it also shows an antioxidant, anti-carcinogenic, cardioprotective, anti-mutagenic, and hypocholesterolemic action. Okay. And last point, that is a curcumin in application. So curcumin protects DNA against free radical and reactive oxygen species. Okay. Now this application, that is DNA protective and free radical, it is by a product Marivia, a phytosome for curcumin, and is a patent pending ingredient consisting of the curcumin extract bound to phosphatidylcholine for increased absorption and bioavailability. And clinical studies show that it promotes joint health and the flexibility. So these are the different applications of the phytosome. So with this quote, the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. Uh, we will end this topic.